Assalamu alaikum viewers, I'm Zubia Irfan. Welcome to another show of CxO Talk. As you know, it's a knowledge sharing platform for all the sea level across the Pakistan and around the globe. Every time we invite some interesting personalities in our show. Today we are honored to have Mr. Amir Anzur in our show. Mr. Amir has worked in digital innovation, marketing, and strategy for brands such as Amazon, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Samsung, and Expos, as well as the government of Dubai, Abu Dhabi, United Kingdom, and Pakistan. He is currently the Chief Marketing Officer of Pakistan Software Export Board, which promotes tech destination Pakistan under the Ministry of IT and Telecom. So let's meet and greet Mr. Amir. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. Thanks for having me on your show.
Walaikum salam. So how are you doing today?
All good and looking forward to speaking with you today.
Great, great. So, Mr. Amir, could you please give a brief introduction to our viewers about yourself and your role within your organization?
So I've a background in computer science and marketing, and
Right.
my role within this organization for the government of Pakistan is Chief Marketing Officer, Tech Destination Pakistan, and our
Okay.
goal is to promote the software exports of the country across the world.
Right, right. So, can you share a bit about your educational background and what led you to choose this particular field of study?
My educational background, I did 10 years in Brussels, were my formative years. I was born in the UK, Pakistani origin, but
Right.
Belgium, I spent from the age of 8 to 18 in an international school.
Okay.
Uh, and then I was looking at what courses to get into. And I found that computer science was something that was going to impact every field. You know, whether you're making shoes to selling coffee, computer science in the 1990s, I could already see was going to impact it. And so I went into computer science. I love the field. And I went to University of Manchester, UK, did a computer science with business and management degree. And that was my bachelor's. And then I worked for almost a decade in for various companies like Accenture, did my own startups, and I had an exit of a company. And then it led me to go to IMD Business School in Switzerland, where I did my MBA. And that's my educational background. But I'm also a lot of self-learning. So I read a lot of books on Audible, or
Mm-hmm.
listen to a lot of books on Audible. I listen to a lot of podcasts. I work with some of the best leaders in the world, and so I'm constantly learning in the real world too. So it's not just when you get your formal education, because I think my MBA finished in 2007, over 15 years ago. But you've got to keep learning and keep educating yourself.
That's great. So, Mr. Amir, what inspired you to start your career in this particular industry?
So I just wanted to help as many people as possible. And I think I've been driven by that. And computing is something that I think makes people's lives easier. So
Yes.
technology, as we all know, especially now with everyone having smartphones, even if you're in the first world like California, or you're in a a poor street of Karachi, you'll have your Google Maps making your life easier to navigate. You'll have I use Spotify. I'm in Islamabad now to listen to music. Like the quality of my life has really improved, and that's what I try to do for other people with technology. I created my own company, which won the European Prize for Innovation,
Okay.
for doing making shopping easier on Amazon using SMS at the time. I've done it for other companies, like yeah, worked in various marketing roles for companies like Apple, where I invented things that they could use to make their marketing easier. So this is this is what I'm passionate about, is using technology and getting it into as many people's hands as possible. We yeah, so this is what my passion is.
Great. So, what are some of the key accomplishments in your career that you are most proud of?
Well, a recent one I'll start with is Pakistan winning the Tech Destination of the Year at GITEX Dubai. So that was a really well attended event. And we just getting a recognition of being Tech Destination of the Year. It just spins a positive news cycle. So just starting being a part of the marketing team behind it under the guidance of the Ministry of IT and Telecom to be able to then see your work on international media come up that Pakistan is the tech destination of the year. It gives some credibility and some recognition from the outside world. And it starts that narrative of a much more positive news
Right.
cycle. And that's what we're trying to promote. So that's a recent accomplishment. We just did it last week at GITEX, Dubai. And yeah, apart from that, I won various awards like Author of the Year and innovation prize for innovation. I've started companies. I've employed people. My employees have gone on to work for companies like Facebook and Google, and I've
Right.
I've trained them up from Islamabad, and now they're based in California or Ireland and around the world. I teach as well when I can, and so like seeing that success of the next generation, it's something that's also I feel proud of as well.
That's really a great achievement, Mr. Amir, I must say.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Amir, what are the biggest challenges you have faced in your career, and how have you successfully overcome them?
Multiple challenges. I think my first one was I was 21. First major one was I was 21. I thought, and I'd been working for Accenture, which is a large corporation, American corporation. I was already making more money than I could spend, and I was bored of life. But I saw this opportunity of the internet. I didn't know what I was doing. I was based in London. I moved to California. I took out
Right.
a credit card and lost $100,000 setting up a business that didn't work. And since then, I've had multiple things that didn't work. Like I've tried I've had successful businesses, but I've had many that didn't work as well. And so, like, the hardest part is not that you let yourself down, but it's that you've hired a team. I've grown teams to like over 50 people, and then you run out of money and you have to let everyone go. And so, like, their families are impacted. They're stressed because they don't know what to do. But I've always found that first when I take on people, if it's a startup organization, I say, look, no job is guaranteed. If we don't make money, it's not just my fault, it's all of our fault. Or sometimes it's just the way that the market is. You don't find them fit. And then if I do have to let people go, I found that they usually end up better than they were before they had a job with me. So I would not recruit people that had another job because
Hmm.
if it was a risky venture, I wouldn't want them to lose a job. And so I would take unemployed people and then put them into employment. And
Right.
because I would feel less guilty about it. And now when I do take on someone for a startup position is to say, look,
Mm-hmm.
no job is guaranteed. Just we'll give
Hmm.
it our best. And what I make sure, or what I try to do, is whoever works with me is better off than they were before they came by giving them recommendations, coaching them, training them, teaching them whatever I can, and then working out on it that way so that my guilt is less if in case things don't work out.
Okay, okay. So, Mr. Amir, how has leadership played a role in your success? And do you believe your leadership is having a positive impact on your team?
Yes, I mean, leadership is it starts from a home. So your
Yeah.
parents, your brothers and siblings. So like my mother
Mm-hmm.
has a different style of leadership than my
Right.
father, has a different style of leadership. Then I have a leadership style when I work in my company, in my government organization at Pakistan Software Export Board. I have a team in marketing. Each one of those people has a different type of interaction with me. So,
Okay.
for instance, my leadership style is, let the people do what they do best and get out of the way. So what I'm trying to do when I have directors reporting to me is just make sure that I take out as much red tape out of their way as possible. They are able to do everything. They get the credit for it. They're able to take decisions without me. So that basically if you have everything coming to the top and you're the leader, then everything is slowed down because everyone's waiting for you to sign things. But if you do
Right.
upside down leadership, where
Hmm.
everyone has the authority to sign off things, then you have much more speed and agility. So, just because someone is 21 and I'm 47 now, it doesn't mean that I know much more than them. Chances are they know more than me on that particular topic. And it's for me to give them that confidence, that self belief, that coaching to be able to take those decisions and support them when things don't work out. Because sometimes bad decisions will be made, but we often don't know until we have that data at the end of a project that we could have done things better or differently. Because we're always making decisions. So it is a very, for me personally, I'm a hands-off leader. So I let people, I sit down with people, we discuss. I have a coaching style
Okay.
that I
Mm.
work with because I take a lot of coaching myself, from therapists to psychologists to I've done like life coaching to all these types of coaches because I believe that helps me think better. And yes, I believe in that everyone can have a unique leadership style.
Yeah.
We just got our new CEO at Pakistan Software Export Board, Mr. Abu Bakr. He has
Okay.
a different style. So we have to learn to work with each other.
Right. Right. Absolutely. You're right. So, Mr. Amir, how do you manage to maintain a healthy work-life balance, and what strategies do you use to achieve it?
Well, look, I do work a lot. Like I'll be honest there, and it's Saturday morning at 11:45, right? And you asked me for an interview. I could only fit in things on like a weekend, right? Or a lot of times when people want meetings with me, I know it has to be on an evening, and so like but I love what I do. So I don't do, is do I consider this work or is this pleasure? It's me and you having a conversation. I love writing. That I turn
Okay.
into books. But I enjoy doing that. I don't see that as work. So
Hmm.
I do fit that around my life. I've set up in a way that I don't feel like I need to escape it. Like Monday to Friday, I have my job at Pakistan Software Export Board, and the job is that I have to
Right.
promote Pakistan and the technology industry across the world. And I
Mm-hmm.
love that job. I mean, that's a dream job for me. So it doesn't feel like when I go into work in the morning, it doesn't feel like, oh no, it's Monday. I'm actually looking forward to it. And I love going there. I love having dinners with, I can say industry people or clients that want to do it. So I just enjoy what I do. And so it doesn't feel like work. So then I can work 7-day weeks. I can work 12, 14-hour days. I can, like, even in the morning, I go for a walk and I'm listening to either music and then, thoughts are going through my head of what I can do and what I'm thinking of and my plans are coming together or I sending off WhatsApp messages while I'm walking and sort of getting my health bit done or I'm leaving voice notes, or I'm making calls. So I enjoy it. I fit my work around it. And as I said, I enjoy my team, the team I work with. So it feels like I'm working with friends and hanging out with friends during the day, but we're on a mission. So it's great. So I think I've been lucky, but it hasn't come easily. I've had many jobs that I didn't enjoy, and I stuck with them, or I left them, or I went broke a couple of times because I couldn't live a life that I wasn't happy with or satisfied with. And I left many opportunities that were much higher paying, to come back to Pakistan from London. I just came back a couple of months ago, but it's because I believe that money isn't. It's a number in a database. When you're a computer scientist, you realize that money is a number in a database, and there's more to life than just making money. I think you should love what you do, and when you do that, life becomes so much easier.
Absolutely. Mr. Amir, what advice would you give to young professionals who are just starting their careers?
Work hard, go in early, leave late. Work hard, find the smartest people in your organization and soak up as much knowledge as you can from them. So, I always, when I look in our organization, whether it's a minister or my CEO or even people that report to me, I find what's good qualities around them that I can learn from. And then I'm taking notes, I'm learning. I carry a book, simple, but pen and paper. I write down things and I forget them. I don't even recheck it, but it puts it into my memory. So I'm taking notes a lot of times. I'm writing down my goals. So like this is these are goals, and I rewrite them. What do I want to achieve for my personal life or my professional life? And basically put in the hours, because if you are spending 80 hours a week, as opposed to someone spending 40 hours a week learning a skill, you're going to get there twice as fast, right? It doesn't happen overnight. I'm 47 now, and it's still not. I have a lot of things that I want to achieve, but you have to be patient and you have to put in the work, and then it'll feel like you deserve it. You deserve the success that you're getting, the happiness, whatever you're desiring for. And I would also say, don't wait to be happy. You don't have to become CEO and then you are the person, or you have to be a millionaire and then you'll be happy, or you have to be married or have a kid or a family or have a car. Those are all external things. You can choose to be happy when you want, and then do your best, work with sincerity, do the best thing for your organization and your family and your country.
Very right, very right. Mr. Amir, in the end, I would like to ask, how do you think CXO Global Forum will impact your professional journey and the industry you are in?
Well, your network is a really key ingredient in your career. So I just moved back 3 months ago to Islamabad, and basically I wanted to build my network. So I joined Open, which is over um, organization for entrepreneurs. I've joined other organizations, and I heard about CxO Forum, and I was like, actually, this is perfect because I'm a chief marketing officer. I'll get to connect with other chief marketing officers and CEOs and CxOs. So the network is what I'm actually paying my subscription for. I'm getting this exposure. This is great. You reached out to do an interview. This is like great service. So I'm just looking forward to being a part of the community, looking forward to meeting people that I can contribute to their career. They can contribute to my career. We can exchange ideas, knowledge, contacts, and that's what happens. When you fly business class in an airline, it's not just that you get a bit better food and cutlery, and the seats are a bit bigger. But it's also the people in the front of the airplane are a little bit richer. They're a bit senior, so you get that network, right? So you can talk to people in that conversation, and so same with here. I can bring in that network, and I think you guys are doing a phenomenal job. I heard about great reviews from a lot of people that I asked around. I have a lot of friends already in the network. So I'm just looking forward to being a part of it over the next couple of years. And I think if you're coming in Pakistan and even in an international scale, this is the forum to join that will help take your professional career to the next level.
Great. So, Mr. Amir, thank you very much for this wonderful conversation, and we wish you more and more success in your life. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, and best of luck with your show and your organization.
Thank you. So, viewers, this is it for today, and you may please connect with Mr. Amir by the link given below. And inshallah, see you soon with some another amazing personality. Till then, take care. Allah.
And if I can say one thing, follow Tech Destination Pakistan to promote a positive narrative of Pakistan across the world as the tech destination of the world. We won the prize this year, but we just want to promote that narrative. Follow Tech Destination Pakistan on LinkedIn and promote all the good news that we'll be spreading over the next couple of months and years.
Absolutely. So, thank you very much. Allah Hafiz, everyone.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.